just made.
Okay, well,
As you walk inside, the people on the table turn their attention towards you. The dwarf in the back stares at you and says, "What can I do you for?"
Goldhand walks over to the table and says in deep speech, "Well, it looks like I found where the real party is. Mind if I have a seat?"
No, not so fast. If you wanna sit with the big boys, you've gotta show that you're any value to us.
You know, this is the second conversation I've had about value today. So tell me, what is it that you value?
Lots of shinies, or opportunity to get lots of shinies, information, power. There's lots of things that you can offer. But you can't simply walk in here and expect to sit with the big boys.
Goldhand goes ahead and has a seat himself without being given permission. And as he does it, he says, I thought that might be the case. You know, I value those sort of things myself. In fact, I was looking for a few specific shinies that maybe you'd seen come through.
And you think that you can just get information about certain things just like that?
No, not exactly. I mean, if you want to just give up the information, that would save us all a lot of time. I mean, after all, I'm not asking for very much. But I know how the world works, and I know how things work down here, and I'm willing to do something for you if you'll do something for me.
Really now? Well, I do have, I can have a little job for you if you make sure to deliver. I can think about giving you some information about things that might not be easy to get to know, but first of all, why don't you tell me your name?
Goldhand. Edward Goldhand.
All right. Well, my name is Johnny Knives, he says with a bit of a wicked grin.
Goldhand takes a sip from the rum that he brought with him and then gives one of the ladies a wink before continuing this conversation. That's an interesting name you have. It reminds me of the sort of name that well, I don't want to sound rude, but that sounds like a pirate name, at least where I come from.
Old times. No, I said goodbye to the seas. I mostly work on land, but perhaps you can find one of my men still out there. I hope they didn't give you too much trouble on your way here.
Oh, no, I had no trouble at all. But, is there anything giving you trouble? I mean, I'd like to get my information as soon as possible. I mean, after all, I'm sure you're a great man, but you may not even be able to answer the questions I need answers to. So, what is it that I can do for you? I mean, before I can get the answers that I need.
All right. First of all, tell me what you're looking for, and I can see if I can, well, if I know the information already or I have to go look for it.
Well, you said you like shinies, so I'm assuming that you keep a close eye on anything valuable that comes along these streets. A few months ago, a ship crashed. I'm sure you get that a lot. This one was loaded with all sorts of things, treasures from lands far and wide, but there's only one or two things on there that I'm really interested in getting back. And I was just wondering if you happen to have salvaged anything from the wreckage.
Well, if it was my men that crashed that ship, then we normally take anything of valuable from that. But if it's nothing too particular, we tend to just sell these things along. So, what kind of thing are you looking for?
I'm looking for a necklace. It's gold with a very unique uh, decoration on hanging from it, and it's quite valuable to me. So I'd really like to be reunited with it.
I see, I see. Emotional value, I suppose.
What, does a gold chain not carry much value around here?
Oh, yes, but a simple necklace. Probably not, well, I mean, looking at you, I don't think you'd kill for a golden necklace.
You'd be surprised what men would kill for where I come from.
Well, if killing is not a problem, then I could see what I can do for you with your necklace. But in trade of that, there's a rumor going around town from the mines that they've dug up a very specific gem. Now, normally I wouldn't be interested that much in just robbing miners, but this particular gem, it caught my interest. So, if you would be able to intercept this gem along the way and bring it to me, then then I might be able to help you.
That sounds like a deal to me. Just point me in the right direction and I'll be on my way.
All right. The gem comes from the north. There's a small group of miners, probably some security, but man like you shouldn't have too much trouble, I think. But I'd suggest you have at least a little bit of help. You know, just in case. The gem in particular is a green one, probably about half a feet tall. It's a green skull. And yes, it was taken out of the rocks as a skull, which is the reason why it interests me so much. So bring that to me, and we might have a deal.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Good, very good.
Just another thing. This skull. Do these rumors say anything about the people around it? Has it had any strange effects?
Well, so far that's all I've heard, but yes, I am assuming that this skull probably has some magical properties.
You know, I think if I'm going to take such a dangerous job as this, I might need a little extra information. After all, I don't even know what I'm getting myself into bringing you this skull. So how about I get to ask another question, and I'll be on my way to get this skull, and you can just have all the answers ready when I get back.
All right.
Up on the surface world, things have been strange lately. Some sort of magic causing all sorts of chaos in the forests. Animals are going crazy and attacking. I thought, well, someone told me that there might be evidence that the source is down here in the Underdark, and I just thought maybe you'd also know something about that. Maybe you've heard a rumor or something.
Oh, I definitely know what caused that, but information like that is definitely going to cost you. But I'm a generous man. bring that skull to me, and we can talk.
All right. I'll be on my way then. And he gets up and gives another wink to the ladies, and then turns to leave. Can I roll? Can I roll performance? Let's see how good of a wink this is.
All right.
Let's see.
You roll 1
20.
and you accidentally blink by mistake.
The ladies smile at you as you leave the room, giving you a playful wave.
When you leave the room, you find that Kane and Corey are glaring at each other, with Corey waving his wings to emphasize something, but their conversation is telepathic, so you can't tell what.
Well, Goldhand walks over and likely collects his drunken bird from the bar, and then sits down and looks at them and says, "Do you two maybe want to get a room?"
And Kane just says, "Shut up."
Well,
And Corey
then
walks
maybe
over.
I'm not going to tell you what I found out in there.
Well, actually, before Goldhand says that, Corey walks over and sort of rubs up one of Kane's arms and says, "Oh, you know what you want, big boy." And Kane says, "Shut up." And I'm guessing then Goldhand says that.
Yeah.
And Kane says, "Well, if you don't want my help in yeah, Kane just pauses for a moment and says, "Fine. What did you find out?"
I found work for us to do. Come with me. And he gets up and heads for the door.
Kane says, "I had a feeling. Nothing down here is free, I imagine."
Well, I'm sure I can find you a nice beating for free if that's what you want.
Oh my.
Kane and Corey says, "Well, that's better than on the surface. You'd have to pay good money to..." And Kane says, "Shut up, Corey."
Are they following along, or are they
Yeah,
just
they are.
chatting about? Okay. Golden heads out onto the street, and he takes a moment to pull out a compass and find which way is north, and then starts walking in that direction.
All right. Give me a second. First. Where did I leave that? There.
And he grabbed his weapons before he left, of course, by the way.
Yeah, I assumed so. As you head north, you find yourself at the city gates leading
Wait,
into
actually, can I say something?
Sure.
He didn't grab his weapons because he knows that they'll just come back to him when he needs them.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You don't know this, and you're probably never going to, so I'm just gonna tell you. But the dwarf sold the weapons.
Whoever bought them is going to be really disappointed.
Yeah, probably. Ta, 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 ta. So yeah, you head out to the northern exit, and you find yourself at a gate with a few guards standing there, who kind of look at you confused when you exit the city. There's quite of a big Tauren standing there who shouts at you, "Where are you going?"
Just
Okay.
out on a midnight walk, or is it midnight? It's